Sabotage and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be explaining the Star Wars recent Death Star Sabotage live event, basically breaking down the event and explaining the lore of basically what happened. So let's go straight into the video. So the event basically begins with after we've been in the mini-game part, pre-event thing, where we are like fighting the Star Destroyers. We have to take down the Star Destroyers, so we're finally breaking through the blockade of the Imperial fleet of Star Destroyers and are heading towards Death Star. So a bunch of heroes basically posing as TIE fighter pilots and their captured X-Wing counterparts have basically got a plan to basically infiltrate the Death Star so they can disable the battle station's defenses and systems, and basically so then the air assault attack team can commit their attack run to basically blow the station up and save the island. Safely board the Death Star and actually start disguising up. Some people disguising as prisoners, some people disguising up as stormtroopers, and we make our way through the Death Star. So we focus on the generators and break the generators, keep disabling the tractor beams, and then continue to make our way through the Death Star. Hope and Jones are also here leading the infiltration team, basically commanding us, telling us basically what to do and how guiding us through as we're making our way through the Death Star. We are told by Hope to rendezvous at the armory. We arrive at the armory where we're greeted by Hope and Jones. The groups are reunited and we meet at the armory, where the Empire have actually been looting the island of its resources. And we find a bunch of objects from the island actually within the Death Star armory. Fishstick accidentally does something.
Rift to go?
Classic. Those have not been tested in space, so do not.
Then weapon up and stock up on weapons. We head down to the gun room where we disable the guns and turrets and disable the weapon systems to basically give the X-Wing and the fighter air assault team the clear run to make it through the Death Star. Racers for the guns and turbo lasers, taking out the turbo lasers and disabling the Death Star's defense systems to give our fighter team a clear run through the Death Star to blow it to pieces. And two stormtroopers come in and are basically questioning why we're here. Jones attempts to do a Jedi mind trick, but since he's obviously not force sensitive, it fails, ending up in him killing the troopers, and then we have to make our way through the Death Star, blasting troopers left and right. Two TIE fighters come crashing into the Death Star, destroying the bridge that we're standing on, causing the whole bridge to collapse, with all of us falling to the floor below. Except Hope. Jones calling out for Hope. Hope saying, tells us she can't get to us, and then Jones says, we're fine, save yourself, and then we lose contact with Hope. Jones gets a bit uneasy because a room door all of a sudden just opens out of nowhere. We walk in, it looks very, very creepy. The floors are red and glowing. Looks like there's not really much to it, looks alright, and then all of a sudden, the big bad villain of the season approaches. Emperor Palpatine.
Well, I don't love that.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. Let your death be the final word in the story of rebellion.
Opening fire at him, but he blocks all the bullets and it's absolutely no use. And then he pulls all our weapons away from us and then starts to force choke us and throw TIE fighters at us and lightning and just blast us. Then all of a sudden he prepares to finish us off by electrocuting Jones, but just before he's able to destroy Jones, Hope swoops in, chucks a rift, which causes us to rift away just before.
How did you know that would work?
I didn't!
Well, good work back there.
This is Blue 3. I'm in my final approach. Torpedoes away in 3, 2, 1. Torpedoes away! Bullseye! Get out of there, Blue 3.
We did it!
Great job, team. team.
The Death Star is destroyed. The Empire and Palpatine are gone, and we've saved the island. Although we thought.
Not good.
Great job, team.
Oh, fuck off. Don't tell me that's it.
New threat emerges in Chapter 6, Season 3. If you want to know more about that, then feel free to like, share, and subscribe for my next video, Chapter 6, Season 3, Storyline Explained.